Good afternoon all. In previous lecture we had discussed with few genetic disorders. Now today we will discuss with the next point AIDS. You know that AIDS is fatal, infectious, incurable disease. Fine. So here AIDS caused by HIV, and here the HIV affect the immunity system, and immune system is affected. As a result, deficiency occur. Fine. So here you know that acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So here syndrome indicates group of symptoms otherwise you say that the group of diseases. Here in AIDS, first of all, immune system is affected, but gradually due to affect the immune system, one particular system is affected there. Fine. That's why here it is known as syndrome. AIDS is also called as a slim disease because here mostly immune system is affected. Now virus was named variously, give the different name of it. Let us discuss with it. HCLV3, human cell leukemia virus. Three. It causes blood cancer also. Leukemia, you know that blood cancer. HTLV3, human T lymphotrophic virus, D. LAV, lymphadenopathy associated virus, HIV-1, HIV-1 is a very most common type of the virus which is common in India. It consists size 90 to 120 millimeter. Sorry, here nanometer. And it is widely distributed throughout the world. And HIV-2 most common in West America. It also considered the same length 90 to 120 nanometer. So this is the very important one, that in India the most common HIV, that is HIV-1, and it is distributed throughout the world. HIV has two identical molecules of ssRNA. It has two molecules ssRNA. And as you know that the ssRNA is converted into ssDNA by reverse transcription RT. Then it is converted into dsDNA, that is of virus. Fine. that HIV has inner protein called P17, sorry, here P24, and outer protein called P70. See, the envelope of the virus. The envelope of the virus is made up of lipoprotein and contains. So here glycoprotein is there. Lipoprotein along with the glycoprotein 120 and glycoprotein 41. The two layers join together form the envelope of the virus. And GP120 has complementary sequence of CD4 and hence macrophages are known as HIV factory. So CD4 has the sequence. The complementary sequence are present on the GP120, and that's why macrophages are known as HIV factory. You know that AIDS is caused by only 5 causes. First, homosexual or heterosexual relationship with affected person. Generally, AIDS is caused by contamination of body fluid contact. Fine. So if the contaminated body fluid is coming in contact with us, so in this way the infection is spread. So here homosexual or heterosexual relationship, then organ transplantation of the affected person, then usage of the syringe as well as needle, blood transfusion of the affected person, and a pregnant lady to her embryo, and after birth through mother's milk, from mother to nourishing child. Fine. So AIDS is also caused by tattooing. The instrument, yes, here generally tattoo are of two types, temporary and permanent. So for permanent tattooing, the skin is rubbed in such a way that coloration is very deep in the skin. So permanent tattooing is very much more painful there, and for that instruments are used. So here, see, if you know that the things which are used by affected patient, and if it is coming in contact with blood, then the person got AIDS also. How? You know that toothbrush, through toothbrush and razor. So if toothbrush and razor, through that AIDS is transmitted, so here we have to think about the instruments which are used for tattooing. So tattooing is also one cause of the AIDS, and along with that I heard that tattooing is also cause the cancer. Fine. So you note down that. Please remember it. AIDS is mostly spread by five things. I had explained you earlier that mere touch, physical contact, hugging, kissing, sharing meal, shaking hands, mosquito bites. Someone asked me that if mosquitoes suck the blood, then bite a new healthy individual one. So let me clear this doubt. Fine. So if mosquito suck the AIDS patient blood and then afterwards it bites new healthy individual one, AIDS is not spreaded. Fine. So mosquito bites, coughing, sneezing and looking after AIDS patient. If you are prolonged time coming in contact with AIDS patient, you can't get the AIDS. But majority you remember that AIDS is only spread by body fluids. AIDS is spread through body fluids only, and you know that blood and its products, plasma, WBC, platelets. So many type of blood products are there. So AIDS spreads through body fluids only. Now here, the phases of AIDS, symptoms of AIDS. See, symptom of AIDS in that phases. We want to see that stages. First stage is asymptomatic, so this indicates HIV vector. Yes, the person consists HIV in the body, but cannot consist any symptom of AIDS. Again, HIV vector means HIV is present in the body, but no any symptoms of AIDS can be seen. So that first stage is known as asymptomatic HIV vector. The person remains in asymptomatic condition for few months or to few years, 5 to 10 years. So here appearance of the symptoms can be from the few months to few years. During initial 2 to 12 weeks, antibody concentration is in less than nanogram weight. Very less amount of antibodies are created in this period. So ELISA test is negative in initial days. But confirmatory for that WBT, Western blot test. Confirmatory Western blot test is positive here. So ELISA test is negative in this period, and this is known as window period. Infectivity of patient or activeness of the virus is maximum in this period. So here in HIV vector stage, the person has highest infectivity power. He or she is able to transmit this disease at a maximum rate, and activeness of the virus is maximum here. Second stage is known as ARC. So if the person is asymptomatic and non-diagnostic, okay, so gradually the person moves from the first phase to second stage. So in second stage it is known as ARC, AIDS related complex. Here few symptoms are seen. Example, loss of appetite, fever, loss of weight, weakness, abdominal pain. Only few symptoms are there, but there is no any particular diagnosis for this particular symptom, because immunity power is gradually affected. So if we do the blood test or urine test, all the reports are normal, but along with that person shows the few symptoms. Fine, is known as the second stage ARC, AIDS related complex. And third stage is the final stage, is known as final stage or full blown of AIDS. Here in the third stage, cancer of skin as well as cancer of blood, leukemia is very common there. And along with that, if you know that pneumonia is very common in the AIDS patient. In third stage, without any symptom, without any cause. In third stage, final stage AIDS, without any cause, 10% of body weight lost. Loss of appetite more than 4 weeks. More than 4 weeks fever is there, but it is unable to diagnose. Fine. Lymph glands cancer, skin cancer is very common. So cancer of skin as well as lymph nodes known as Kaposi's sarcoma. Fine. And here to treat this Kaposi's sarcoma we use the alpha interferon. Okay. See, the screening test by ELISA. As you know that ELISA is enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. So ELISA is chip test and can be positive only and only in the final blown of AIDS, final stage of the AIDS. But confirmatory test by Western blot test, but in ELISA antigen antibody reaction can be examined. In ELISA there is a particular examination of antigen antibody reaction, but previously I had told to you that during the HIV vector stage, first stage of AIDS, fine, very less amount of the antibodies are formed there. So here antibodies are not found in large quantity. Yes, antigens are there, but antibodies are not found in the large quantity, so there is no possibility of antigen antibody reaction. But here in ELISA, alkaline phosphatase and peroxidase enzymes are used there. So confirmatory test by WBT, Western blot test. confirmatory test by WBT, Western blot test, and here we have to identify the antibody present in patient's serum. Now, treatment. Actually, there is a no treatment for AIDS, as you know that very well. Fine. But here, in early stage, reverse transcriptase inhibit beta One drug is used there to inhibit the function of the reverse transcriptase enzyme. That one drug is known as AZT. Azithromycin drug is there, also known as Zidovudine. So, the affected person is treated with the AZT initially, and gradually we able to control the infection furthermore. Along with the AZT, DDI is also used there, didexamethasone. So both the drugs acts as a reverse transcriptase inhibitor. Sometimes what happens that protease inhibitors are also required there, because virus consists of protease enzyme to create the toxic protein inside the body. It affects the immune system of our body. Protease inhibitors in that ritonavir, nelfinavir, sequinavir, fine, all these drugs are used there. And sometimes HART is also used. Highly active antiretroviral therapy, and this is also known as cocktail treatment. So in the cocktail treatment we use reverse transcriptase inhibitors along with that protease inhibitor drugs combined. So this is known as cocktail treatment, and here by this method we can treat the AIDS patient. So I hope you understand this. Thank you very much to all to seeing this video. Thank you very much to all to being with me.